trouble. You're trouble.
You put it over here somewhere, Cali? I don't see it. So I have to go find it. Time to fetch her now on the retriever. Oh, is that a deer? Is that the deer, Cali? No, it's not real.
So I've been mulling over taking this tree down, and I've decided that I am going to take it down. So what was kind of preventing me from doing it was just that I like it. It's in a good spot. It's a beautiful tree. Not in a good spot now, but it was in a nice spot. It's not in a good spot for me and my plans here. So I have plenty of others, some beautiful ones across there, lots along there, back in there, back up there. Lots of big pine trees, even there, right there, right there, right there. Lots of big pine trees to kind of take over as the, I wouldn't call that the monarch here. There's better ones here, but anyway, one of the more mature trees. But it's just in the way. Like I've been trying to keep it, but it is impacting the garden quite a bit. Not just because it casts shade on this section here behind it to the north of it, but also because it's extending, especially now that I've cut other trees down here 4 years ago. This was in a dense forest section here, so it had competition. Now that I've removed that competition, it's growing faster and broader, so it's going to end up shading more of the garden. But besides that, it's taking up moisture and nutrients, but especially moisture. You've got this big canopy up here that's stopping water from hitting all the way up to about here underneath, so these plants are drying out and dying or not growing, and then the roots themselves spread out all across this area and they're sucking up moisture. And this is very sandy right here, so I can't afford to lose any moisture to a tree that's displacing the moisture that I need, the water that I need for, and nutrients that I need for the garden itself. And plus, why it needs to come down right now instead of just letting it go for a couple more years is I have decided that this is going to be mainly, and it started off this way, but mainly now, more than ever, I would say, a fruit garden, so an orchard and berries, along with some squash as well, but less potatoes and garlic and onions and carrots and stuff like that. So more fruit, less of those vegetables. And well, depending where I'm saying this, if you've been following me on Patreon, you know why. And even on Shawn James' channel, I've talked about it a little bit. But, Cali's into the skeleton of the deer from last year. Anyway, it's got to come down. I need to grow more fruit. This is my best spot on the whole property for growing fruit because I've already improved the soil, added a lot of compost and mulch, straw as well as wood chips. And it's the best sun exposure and it's the closest to the cabin. So it makes sense just to really maximize the food production area here before I start moving outwards to especially the new wildlife clearing where I'm planting the food plot. And I've got 2 up there that I plan on doing. The hazelnuts and stuff that I've kind of scattered throughout the whole property in other clearings will just be different growing areas, but mainly for wildlife. So this is my human food production spot. So trees got to come down. So that one, and I'm trimming some of these other trees as well. So I'm going to do that right now before things start growing. I planned on beating the snow, but it's only been back for a week, and this warm weather came and melted it all. So I wanted the snow just to cushion the fall, so it doesn't kill any of the sea buckthorn or other plants that I have growing. But at least they're not fully awake yet, so I can drop that tree, get it out of here before everything starts growing up. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to do that right now. This should drag it down here. That's your bones now, your carcass. What, you asking permission or thinking about sharing it with me? Pull that all the way up to the cabin so I can cut this down without hurting you. Okay, let's take it up here. Go around, go around. What's that bird for, huh? Yep. Not down there. You get it. You get it, pup. Yeah, let's go. Where are you getting it? Good. Careful with that. What do you got there? What you got? What you got? That's a good one. A bit of scope on that one. Didn't even know you remembered that. Come here. Good girl. That's that good girl. Did you get the good one? It's the easiest one to throw. You want me to throw it? Sun's going down again. I'm still boiling and I'm not even close to getting this one reduced down to syrup. It's been a day mostly of firewood, collecting some sap, but not even all of it from the buckets. I haven't checked all the buckets. My sister, who just bought some property nearby, is going to be moving in, I think May 1st. She's moving into her farm. It's an old 150-year-old log cabin farm. So she stopped by so we could talk about plans for this year. But other than that, I've just been outside here all day alone and loving it. Just reinforcing to me how much I love just being alone, just working in the woods alone. I don't know why. It doesn't matter how much help people offer me or how often I actually see people or have people come out and help me or go, even on fishing trips or whatever. It's just something about being alone in the woods, being alone doing self-reliant things, like being just at one with nature and spending all my time outside. It just really appeals to me, always has since I was a kid. And I don't know if it's a flaw or what the heck it is, but it's no place I'd rather be than just out doing stuff alone with my dog and in the forest and being at the mercy of the weather, the climate, the seasonal changes, and working hard for a little bit of fire and making a little bit of food. Like the maple syrup that I'm getting out of this, I've only boiled one full day. I got like $80 worth of syrup. When I'm all said and done this season, maybe I'll have $300 worth, and I would have spent many days, buying the equipment to begin with, the firewood, the amount of work even though this firewood's free to me, still has value. Even for heating the cabin, it's valuable if I was to sell it. But yeah, it doesn't make sense economically, but none of this lifestyle does. None of what I do does. Working alone is not efficient generally, but I love it. Something that appeals to me. Some reason I'm drawn to being self-reliant and to spend time in nature and just to like forage my own food or make my own food, harvest my own food, build my own shelter, filter my own water. I can't explain it, but it's just who I am. And you know what, no matter what I do, when we go out and do things like the trip that we just did, my wife and I love it, but it's a lot of people, and I just when I get back into the forest, it's like this is where I'm meant to be and where I love to be, and always have a hard time tearing myself away from it to do anything social. I don't know, it's just my nature. Anyway, that's it for this video. I know it wasn't very exciting, but this is my life, and that's what I just have to accept, that sometimes my videos are not going to be great. There's going to be periods where I don't put any videos out, like there was this year for the first time ever, really, for that amount of time. But this is just the life that I want to live, and just going to keep doing what I want to do, and hopefully I can share enough with you that's interesting, that if you want to learn something, if there's anything to learn here, then you do that. Otherwise, just be entertained. But yeah, this is what I want to do. So that's it. I'll see you next week. So thanks for following along, and look forward to seeing you at the cabin next time. Take care.